So this is literally just as the title says. Bruh. Some dude just did a burnout in a truck. It was a one-wheel peel. Florida tins. Anyways, yeah, as the live suggests, it's just gonna be a very chill drive back to the house. Chill drive, actually. And ooh, it smells like tire. Ooh. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna wait until some more people join the live. I know it's a really unpopular time to live stream, but I figured that why not? We might as well see if any people join. Hey Dorino, what's up? Hi, how's it going? Samuel, thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate your message, man. My first car that I was given to, like my actual first car, was a 2009 Corolla. That was a car that I wish I would have kept as a daily while I had my Camaro SS. So the first car that I bought myself was a Camaro SS. But my first car that I actually drove was the Corolla. Yes, this is a Camaro. This is a Camaro ZL1. I just came back from Supercar Saturday, so it's a very large supercar event that was hosted here in the Hard Rock area, which is Fort Lauderdale, close to Fort Lauderdale. And it's honestly, the amount of cars that you see here, it's just baffling. You also see some really nice cars too that are not supercars, like Camaros, Porsches, some other really nice stuff, Corvettes and whatnot. But obviously I came with my ZL1. I actually filmed a video with this camera that I just got, so that's going to be coming to the channel pretty soon. Stay tuned for that. The ZL1 costs I would say anywhere from $37,000 to $42,000, right around that price. Don't know where to go now. If I have to go straight, no, that's north. That's south. All right, yeah. Oh wait, no, where am I going? No. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I got confused for a second, man. It's kind of weird using signal, like signs, and not actually like, oh, it is that way. Bro, how annoying, dude. I knew it, man. I'm using like your intuitive, like, directional skills and not using a map is so annoying in 2025. Like, anyways, how much does a Camaro? I'm from Iraq, and now we have I don't know what that means. And you are morning. Yeah, man, you guys are ahead of us. You are what, 10 hours ahead, 12 hours ahead? I'm not sure what time it is in Iraq, but good evening. So yeah, guys, I just came back from Supercar Saturday. I'm on my way home now. I'm going to take the rest of the day to kind of just like relax, chill, edits, hang by the pool, you know, kind of just enjoy this. What's going on, RJ? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. I am from the United States, more particularly Florida, the Sunshine State, the bottom. The land down under, if you will. Hey Dorina, I appreciate you commenting, man. I love making the videos, so I appreciate that immensely. So right now would have been really good to take this corner pretty fast. This is the on-ramp getting onto the highway. Unfortunately, there's two large vehicles in front of me, and I can't do that. But maybe next time. Maybe next time. Also, I need to get new tires on the car. They're so bad right now. What's going on, man? Everybody, like this video so it gets promoted on people's live streams or For You pages. I saw a ZL1 yesterday. That's awesome, dude. Like, it's actually really funny. I rarely see fifth generation ZL1s on the street anymore. It's kind of sad, but I guess it's just because, you know, older cars, they're just not driven as much. Hopefully they're not scrapped, but yeah, it's really cool to see another fifth generation. It's cool to see another fifth generation out there. Hey, that's awesome, Mr. Vic. Nissan GTR is better than those American junk cars. I think the Nissan GTR is probably the least coolest car nowadays. I think if you were to tell me, not coolest, I would say it's just my least favorite from the Supercar 100, over 100,000, just because there's so much better. Like, there's so much better that you can get. But compared to a Camaro, absolutely, the GTR is way better. Way better. Now, is it better than a Corvette? Depends which Corvette. But I don't know. I don't think the Nissan interior is much better, and the build quality is not much better either way. They just make crazy power. But again, this isn't the 2010s anymore. I feel like the GTR kind of lost its glory in a way because it's just so much better nowadays. But yeah, to each your own. Look, the GTRs are cool, but they're just not as cool as they were 10 years ago. And honestly, I've never been a big fan of the GTR. I respect them because I know that they're incredibly fast. They are still relatively good looking. I think that they look phenomenal. But, shit, I think I gotta take, I don't know which way I gotta take. I guess I'll just go down here. Yep. Oh, well. I think that's true. I think the V8 sounds better than any V6 out there, unless it's like a, honestly, the GTR can sound really good with the appropriate exhaust, but it's also really easy to fuck up a V6 exhaust. Like, it's really easy to mess it up. At the end of the day, guys, I would never buy a GTR. I have driven a GTR in the past once. Believe it or not, I have driven a GTR, and I loved it. I loved it. It was one of the first cars that I ever driven that was really expensive and really fast. But after driving so many other cars, I just realized that it kind of just feels like an all-wheel drive. I would say it feels kind of like an all-wheel drive Camaro, except with a turbo on it. Because it's a very heavy car, it's very boxy, but it's all-wheel drive, and it's incredibly fast when it starts to hook. So, I don't know, I think the size-wise, it was pretty great. I didn't really take it out on curvy roads, so the handling, I really didn't get too much feedback on. But I think they're cool cars, but they're just not the coolest car. And compared to a Camaro, yeah, no shit. Oh, man. Oh, how annoying. Oh, we just got some traffic now, guys. Oh. Fantastic. Should have gone the other way. The moment that the express lane opens up, I'm going to jump right into that because there's no way I want to wait this traffic. I mean, god damn, man. What do I think? So the Honda S2000, guys, I'm not a big JDM guy. I think the Honda S2000s that I have seen, I like them, and if I could, I would buy them over a Miata. I 100% would get that over a Miata. The thing is that they're just so expensive, like they're so unreasonably expensive that I just don't see myself ever spending the money for one. But I respect them. I love them. I've seen some crazy builds. I've seen supercharged one, twin turboed, single turboed ones, and they're always so damn impressive. And the fact that it's a kind of like a circuit car, you know, not track necessarily, but autocross focus, I think it's phenomenal. And I really like that it has some quirky features. Like, for example, it could be it has like the RPM, the tachometer, like digitalized, and it kind of looks like a newer car on the inside. I think it's a really cool car. I just don't see myself buying one ever, really, but I would love to drive one that is stock and then one that is modified. The MR2 Spider, that is the Toyota, right? The MR2 Spider. I love the fact that it's a mid or rear engine car. I think that's so awesome. And fun fact, when I was looking to buy my first car, when I had my Corolla years ago, one of the cars was actually an MR2 Spider. Now, it was between an MR2 Spider and just saving up money and getting like a because I wanted a Camaro at the time. I wanted a Camaro, but the Camaro was like another $8,000 or $10,000 more than the MR2s. I think the MR2s at the time were selling for like 8 to 10K. Like, it was really, really crazy. Cody Swiss, are you serious? Thank you so much, man. Let me give you okay, let's give you a five, not 5 booms, because that's somebody else's, but let me give you 5 revs for the donation, man. Oh. So a Cayman just pulled up next to me, a 718 Cayman. Is it manual? Are you manual? Oh, because you stalled. It looked like you stalled, but no, it sounds great, dude. All right. So that was pretty cool. I literally didn't even plan that. He just kind of like pulled up. Guys, I have no idea where I'm going. Hold on, I'm gonna have to switch out for just a second here, just to check the maps really quick, and then I'll tune right back. Just give me a second. Guys, we are back, and I am in the completely opposite lane. I need to get the hell out of here. I have to be on the right lane going westbound, and yeah, I am just so out of place. I'm literally on the far left lane, and I have to go 4 lanes to the right. Yeah, that's Leslie, that is a really unnecessary comment, just because a good car is not defined by a price. I mean, sure, it's so happens that there are some really great cars that are really expensive, but you can't tell me that driving a Bugatti is a better car than, like, let's say a 911 Turbo S when it comes to daily driving and tracking and cornering and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's such a weird take. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really strange take, bro. And you're probably just trolling me right now, but let me tell you, you don't have to spend $5 million to get a great car. This is a really great car, the ZL1. The Corvette is a fantastic car for the money. Are you kidding me? It's a phenomenal car, better than a Camaro. But you know, I don't think, I think you're just saying that to be funny, and you got a good laugh. Yeah, I mean, bro, that's literally the TikTok kid philosophy. Like, oh, if you don't have a $100,000 car, you have a crappy car. Like, dog. My car pops when I rev it, because I believe from factory, and even with Calvo, he tuned my car, he's dumping more fuel into the system, which is causing the car to kind of like backfire in a way. Now, from the factory, these actually did backfire. I think mine are just a little bit louder because mine has headers and stuff. So, wait, did I get on the wrong? No, I didn't. Oh, thank God. Hold on. Getting on the ramp here. Let's give you guys a little bit of an acceleration. Not too crazy though. I would say that was like a 70% throttle, and we already hit a pretty insane speed. Do you remember the 90s Nissan Sentra? JAMG, are you J squared by any chance? Are you you're the guy that I work with, right? I don't know, because there's not too many J's that I know that have an AMG or that love AMG like I do, or like he does. What do you think of the Supra MK4? I think it's an awesome car. Again, I'm not too big on JDM, but I have an immense amount of respect for that car just because it's a truly iconic car. And the MK5, the A90 or whatever, the brand new Supras, they are not a true Toyota. Yes, they carry the Toyota name. Is it worthy of carrying it? You know, some might say it is. I'm not a pure JDM. I'm not a purist, so I can't really like argue and say no, that's not a real Supra. But what I can say is that I haven't driven the MK4 Supra, which is the I believe that's like the 90s, early 2000s generation. But I think they look great. I think they look great still. They can be incredibly fast. They're very robust. I'm not sure. I think it's the 2JZ, right, or the 3J. Guys, I'm not really big on JDM, but I have a lot of respect for the cars because it's just an iconic piece of machine, and it's a true Japanese gem. Truly, it is. And there's really not much happening, especially now with the MK5s. Is the C7 Corvette reliable? I would say that they kind of are. I don't have a lot of experience with long-term ownership with C7s, but from what I've spoken to with owners, it's a fairly reliable platform. It's just pretty expensive to do the regular maintenance stuff on it. If you were to take it to, it's a little bit more expensive than a C6. Starting to get a lot older, and some suspension components and labor is a lot more expensive to replace. Let's say trailing arms or I think, what is it, because the transmission is very different from the Camaros, it's a little bit more complex to work on, so it's typically best to work on with the shop, and it's just harder and more expensive to do so. In terms of comparing it to like a 6th gen Camaro, the C7 is a little bit more expensive, but it's fairly reliable. As long as you're not like dogging on the car and drifting it everywhere, and you just drive it normally and you do some accelerations, it should last you a good amount of time. But then again, I don't own a C7, nor have I owned one, so I can't give you the actual answer you're looking for. Yeah, I agree. The Supra, the MK5 Supra is low key Z4 just because it's BMW made. But you know what? In today's day and age, so much things have. Nice, man. I think so, Beacon Boy. I've seen your name before. I sold my Camaro SS months ago. I sold it 7 months ago, and I miss it sometimes. Yes, I do miss it, but guys, the ZL1 is just, it's just a better car. It really is. There's so much to love about the ZL1, and I'm waiting to finish up some videos that I have so I can do a comparison video between a ZL1 and a supercharger aftermarket boosted Camaro, just so you guys can have a comparison, because a lot of questions that I've been getting over the last few months are, is it better to get a ZL1 or to modify my 5th gen SS to be like or better than a ZL1? So stay tuned for that video. I do not invest in real estate right now. Right now, I'm investing in my YouTube channel, in my business. Will I invest in real estate at some point? Maybe. I'm still debating what type of real estate I want to get into. I know that I have very, very close friends and acquaintances near me that have dealt with real estate in the past, and it seems to be like a very laborious type of venture that really you have to do full time. It's not as passive as people make it out to be. So that's another conversation for another day. But no, I do not invest in real estate. I have not raced a 340 before. For stock one, I will destroy it, absolutely destroy it. But a modified one with downpipes tune, you know, E80, any E85, E50 blend, honestly, more than likely it'll keep up with me very nicely. And if it's a DCT, which it more than likely is, I'm losing 100%. Just because those cars weigh a lot less and they can make some very serious power with maybe $5 grand or $6 grand in modifications. So that's that. Okay, I need to get on the express lane. So I don't know why the hell people are going slow on the express lane, which is to me the biggest pet peeve ever. Let's see if I can pass people. See, the most annoying people are the people that are in the fast lane or the express lane and they're going the speed limit. Like, realistically, man, nobody's going the speed limit. There's street smart and then there's book smart. This is an example of being street smart, driving a little bit above the speed limit. You don't have to go, you know, twice the speed limit. You don't got to do that, but you can't go the speed limit on the passing lane. Like, that's just not right. That you should be arrested and, you know, sent to the gulag immediately. Oh, that's why, because there's a Florida Highway Patrol all the way up in the front, and he wants to go below the speed limit right now. Like, silly people, man, silly people. What do I think of Florida as a state to live? I think it's a phenomenal state in terms of high income earners. However, there are a couple drawbacks. Look, right now I'm in a position where I'm not necessarily a high income earner yet. So I don't really reap some of the benefits of really having some crazy tax savings. The good thing is that we are a no income tax state, so that is probably an extra, you know, 8% in your pocket, which is always appreciated no matter the income. But obviously 8% of 100,000 plus is way more significant and can buy you way more than 8% off of, let's say, somebody that's making 35,000 a year, you know. So quality of life is, I think, pretty decent depending on where you live. It's very expensive over here. I think everywhere in Florida is pretty expensive. Anywhere that matters, and I say anywhere that matters, where there's a booming, developing economy, job market's pretty hot, you know, places where it's vibrant, you can go out, you can, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to live in like a small town. Yeah, the rent is cheap there, but it's like, bro, I don't want to, you know, Winter Haven, Florida. Like, sorry, like there's nothing happening there. So for me, I live in Miami, which is one of the most expensive cities, if not the most expensive cities in Florida. Rent is very expensive. Cost of living is very expensive. Realistically, you got to be making single here more than $65,000. If not, it's gonna feel like you are. It's not gonna feel as great. Let's just be honest. Oh man, so now we are stuck on the highway, which is like the worst place to have traffic, guys. I think the worst place to be on in traffic is the highway. Why? Because under the highway, you are under the idea that you're supposed to be moving, not stuck. And I don't know why this Google Maps told me to get off of the express lane, which now completely ruined the drive for me, because now I literally am stuck in this abhorrent bumper to bumper traffic right now, which is insane to me. There should be sound, guys. Guys, it says that I have sound here. I don't know why you guys don't see that. Okay, good guys, good. Yeah, this is so what other questions do you guys have, man? So I'm just gonna keep yapping here, being in traffic. So what about a Huracan twin turbo? I mean, guys, anything twin turbo is insane. Twin turbo V10 is diabolical. I haven't driven it myself, but I rode in a twin turbo R8, which is a V10. It's the same 5.2 liter V10 platform, and insane. I mean, they're fast as shit. They sound amazing. What more do you want? Hey, guys, so I don't mean to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy right now. There's a lot of really cool stuff happening soon on the channel. I'm filming a video tomorrow, which is part of a new reveal of a modification that I just got for the car. So stay tuned for that, guys. If you're just stopping here for the first time, please go ahead and put your notification bells on, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for what I'm going to be doing for the next modification to my Camaro, which, by the way, honestly, I'm so excited for it. I just got them yesterday, and it's going to make this car it's going to be awesome. Can you use the X3 to go live? I don't know what the X3 is. I'm not sure if that's a phone or like the Insta360. I don't think I can. I haven't really tried looking into that. I'm using my phone right now, so I'm definitely gonna try to upgrade my equipment later on when I get a little bit more funds for the channel. But I do plan on upgrading my live stream rig, so it won't be my phone. It'll actually be a camera that is connected to a wireless adapter that can actually let me live stream. So that hopefully that'll happen within this year. But guys, I keep grinding. I gotta keep grinding. I gotta keep making fun videos that you guys enjoy. But all of these donations, everything that you guys do, from donations to viewing to sharing my videos, commenting, engaging, that all helps. So thank you. My Camaro has 650 to 670 horsepower. That's to the crank, so to the probably around 570 to 580-ish, give or take. So it's a pretty decent amount of power. It's just the car is very heavy. Yeah, no, totally. You can hide a fart at that. My car is pretty loud. You can hide anything. You can hide saying a bad word. You can hide farts. You can hide everything, and you can even hide the fart smell too, because of how much gas this car smells. I'm pretty sure my high flow catalytic converters, they're cooked. I'm trying so hard to get on the highway, on the express lane, because right now, guys, it is so bad. Right now we have some clear roads right now, but I'm already starting to see up ahead about a mile or so or two crank. So yeah. You guys hear that? That was a rock chip. I don't know from what. Honestly, man, I really can't give much of an opinion about living anywhere else because I haven't lived anywhere else. Florida is going to be more expensive than where you're probably coming from, unless you're coming from a very big city. So just be prepared to spend a lot. You're going to be making a little bit more. You probably will be making a little bit more because of the state income taxes that you're not paying. But man, honestly, it just depends on where you live, dude. Like there's probably a lot of fun areas. The car scene is pretty good. I would say anywhere in Florida. Florida's up and coming when it comes to car scenes, especially like, oh my gosh, look at, like, this is what I don't get, man. Why is there a massive truck in the left lane, like completely, like, not letting anybody go, dude? Like, it's so annoying, bro. I'm telling you, people have negative awareness. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna get the express lane until we get to until we get off. We're pretty much riding it to the end here. Yeah, that's the one thing that I kind of don't like about the ZL1s. Like the LSAs from the factory, they don't really make a lot of loud supercharger whines. It really depends on maybe how hot it gets and how loud your exhaust is. But mine, with just headers, I can barely hear this thing. I can barely hear it. I wish it was a lot more, like, I wish it was louder, like the 6th generation, because the 6th generation screams. I mean, that supercharger is absolutely wild. Like, it is crazy how loud they sound. And if you get an intake on it, way better. All right, guys, look at this. Now, for me, that was a downshift and a little pull. I cannot hear myself. My supercharger whine, I cannot hear it when I floor it, accelerate, decelerate, downshift, always hear it. Sounds really good. Look. Okay, no, you can't hear it. Windows down, you can probably hear it a lot better, surprisingly. Yes, it does. Most relaxed car regulations in terms of emissions. Technically, there are there's exhaust laws, but they're never gonna, like, very rarely are you gonna get stopped for exhaust unless you're doing something else. Look, if you're than one speed, don't have really dark windows, don't have a very loud exhaust, don't be drifting, don't be doing that. Okay, try to avoid as many things that you're doing at once. So in terms of emissions laws, we are probably one of the most relaxed states because we don't have to do the yearly or 2-year emission inspection crap or whatever. So that's a great thing. But we do have very expensive pricing. I mean, bro, honestly, I would probably do somebody that has lived in different cities, because right now Miami, all I can say is that it's expensive. People are not that genuine. Dating here scene sucks. But then again, I think that's in pretty much every major city. Expensive, fake people. But the car scene's lit. So if you're into cars like me, it's a safe place to be. All right, Billy Squash. I don't know what you're talking about. No, you never do inspections. You never have to do an inspection for anything in your car. The only time you have to do an inspection on your car is when you get a new insurance policy. That's it. I mean, like, And even then, they kind of just like gloss over it. They never really like underwrite it per se. So it's a really great city for this, guys, if you're trying to do that. There's a crash up ahead. Let's see what happened here. Let's see what happened here. It is between a Tesla, a Lexus, and a Volkswagen. It looks like it's a Volkswagen, like the really large one, and then the Volkswagen Touareg, whatever you want to call it, and then a Model 3. Oops. Probably the Tesla's fault. Guys, by the way, we're getting close to my home, so we're probably gonna conclude the live very soon. I'd first like to thank you guys for tuning in. I don't. You could probably Carfax, maybe. Carfax is probably the best place for vehicle history. I'm sure there are other ones, but me personally, I haven't really come across. I haven't had to use it. I've only used the Carfax for this car. I bought the service history, selling, ownership, and all that stuff, man. Watch out for the gators. Nah, in Miami, there's really not much gators. And the places that I hang out with, there are in some areas, but guys, very rarely will you see an alligator just pull up on the street. Like that is very, very, very rare to see. It's kind of an exaggeration, but Miami's a big metropolitan city, so what do you expect? Oof, man, this has been a pretty crazy day, I'm not gonna lie. It's been woke up early in the morning, drove the Camaros. Yeah, I would do. Yeah, the Florida man thing is accurate. There's a lot of ridiculous people out here, but guys, okay, fine. But the drivers here are pretty bad. Okay, the drivers here are pretty bad, selfish, entitled, you know, inconsiderate. That's pretty much every major city, but I think Florida is kind of a little worse. But man, I mean, I may not be the best guy to tell you, like, to get advice on moving here. I can tell you maybe about the car scene, but it's expensive here. And where am I going? I'm going home. I got a V6 Camaro. Okay, bro, you know me, I'm always gonna pick Camaro because the Camaro is just a little bit cheaper than the Corvettes. But if you can afford a Corvette, man, it's hard, man, because the Camaro is such a great platform, and if you are going from a V6 to a V8, it's gonna be such a crazy experience, sound wise, performance wise, just driving wise. It's gonna be better. Is the LSN reliable? You know, I think that there's the valve dropping situation, but I think what ends up, oh my god, come on, bro. You see, people are always distracted here on their phones, like. All right, guys, if we get to $10 in donations, I'll do 5 more fat ass revs. So we need 1 person to do $5, or 5 people to do $1, 20 people to do 50 cents. So let me know, and I'll do a fat burnout. No, I'm kidding, not burnout, but I'll do a big poll. By the way, guys, I mean, it depends. Florida is one of the few states that really implemented this reckless driving limited statute type of thing, where it's because of all these stupid takeover kids that ruined it, basically. They started to get a lot more strict with it. But guys, anywhere that has police, if you get caught, you're gonna get in trouble, more than likely. There is no state that they are going to let you off the hook. All cops everywhere, every city, they're gonna give you a ticket. You're gonna get what you need to get if you get stopped, and that's it. Realistically, it's like that. Hey, Clayton, I appreciate that, man. I'm glad that you were able to get your Camaro, your dream car, And it's a great platform, man. Honestly, I love the 5th gen platform, and mine is a ZL1, so it's got a little bit more goodies. But I love this thing. I every time I drive, I'm not even kidding, every time I drive this thing, I smile, I laugh. It's just so much fun. The heat here is pretty bad. It's mostly humid, but it's better than dry heat. So I lived in Europe for like 4 years, so I dealt with a lot of dry heat. But let me tell you, I think humid heat has its benefits, but I don't know, it really depends on what you prefer. Because here, the problem with humid heat is that you feel like you're sweating all the time. You go outside, you wear shorts, you wear this, and you're sweating all the time. But dry heat is uncomfortable. Like with your face, your skin, you feel like you're in a furnace, whereas here you're kind of just like in a sauna, right? A low dialed sauna. I prefer the sauna just because you're still wet, right? You still feel like the air is a little bit heavy, whereas dry heat, it's like, bro, like the air is literally burning me. It's like a furnace, literally. So all right, guys, I'm actually gonna conclude the live here because I'm pretty close to where I live. So thank you guys for tuning into the live. Thank you to that one audience member. I forgot your name just because I'm really bad with names, but thank you so much for donating to the live. That really goes a long way, believe it or not. So guys, thank you so much, and I will catch you guys on the next live stream. So take it easy, guys. Stay tuned for the content. Love you guys immensely, and stay tuned.